really want to buy games. Okay, I buy it, I play it, and that's it.
Like that's exactly it. Like if it's a game, for me it has to be a game that I want to play like right fucking now. Like I want to buy this game, I want to play it right fucking
Yeah.
now because
Drop
I'm so
everything that
excited
you're
about
doing
it.
and just go for it. That's right.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna buy a game just to say, oh, maybe I'll play that next week or in a month or whatever. Because you know, if you don't really want to play it, why do that to yourself? You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and a lot of people have that mentality, I think.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like I don't get people who like they treat games like they're disposable, like it's just something that you like consume and then you move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Like, and you don't remember it fondly. You don't think, oh wow, what an amazing experience this game was. You just think, oh, it's the latest multiplayer shooter. I'm gonna play that and just play it for like, you know, every day for the next, you know, month or whatever,
Yeah.
and then move on to something else. Like
Yeah.
to me, that just feels like such a waste of time.
Yeah, it is. It is a waste of time when you think about it. And that's what I think too. I mean, if you play something, it should be worth your while. You should like you said, you should have this mentality of like, I want to play it now. Like, long story short, but I get you. I totally get you.
I mean, I do get it though, like, because a lot of multiplayer games kind of depend on like you having some sort of like an addiction almost. Like I was like that with Team Fortress 2.
Me too.
I played hundreds of hours of that game.
Ditto. I played more than I would have liked.
But I don't regret it personally, because when I go back and like watch the like meet the team videos and everything, like I think TF2 really is a special game. I mean, it definitely was at the time. You know, I do still really like that game.
Yeah,
but...
yeah. Just one thing. Don't get me wrong. I don't regret my time spent with TF2. I did enjoy what I played, but in hindsight, I think I played way too much of that. I think that's what I'm trying to say here.
I had about 3,000 hours.
3,000.
Did you say that you're close to that?
I think I had 1,000.
Oh man. And you were way better than me at the game, because you actually played classes that actually took skill, like the demo man, and I just played as like the engineer who just sat by a sentry all the time.
I mean, hey, that's okay. Play however you want to. I don't want to say anything against that. I don't necessarily play games or classes which I think they demand skill. I just played Demo Man so many times because he had a fucking claymore, and that's what I like. That's the only reason. To be honest, that's the only reason why I play Demo Man, because he had the fucking claymore. That's it. That's what made me happy. I wasn't interested at all in Demo Man when I first saw him. I mean, like, sure, he's a cool character. The design is fine and everything, but I didn't like his gameplay, like with the grenades and the stickies. I've never really enjoyed that. What I did like though was charging around with a huge giant sword, chopping off some heads. That's what I like. That's why I play Demo Man. Just to make things clear.
And he had a big glowing eye.
Oh yes, everything about the Islander was perfect. Gotta be honest. That's what really hooked me about the thing. First things first, it's a sword. Swords are awesome. It's a two-hander, and that's awesome. He holds it this way, which I always think is the most baddest way to hold a sword, because sometimes in games your character holds it sideways or some other shit. But in my mind, in my opinion, a claymore has to be held this way. So you see the entirety of the blade, and it makes you look even taller than you actually are. I just love that shit. That was cool. The glowing eye was cool. The fact that the sword was haunted, that you could hear the sword whispering, "Heads, heads."
Oh man.
That really sent shivers down my spine. The first time I recognized it, I realized that was there, the voice. I just played this for some hours, many hours, until I first heard the voice. It was like some quiet moment. I had heads, and I was like, "What the fuck was that? Did I just hear something?" And then I realized that the sword actually says heads, and the fucking name Islander. as from Highlander, because Demoman is Scottish from the Highlands. But also, as in what a pirate would say, because he has a fucking eye patch. There was everything about this fucking weapon was just for me. When I first saw it, I had this distinct feeling, okay, this weapon was made for me. This is my fucking weapon. They somehow in the vast cosmos of dimensions going on, someone at Valve picked up my plea for having this weapon and they made it a reality. That's the only way I can explain it. Everything about the Islander was perfect for me. Like down to the last fucking pixel. I can tell you that much. Yeah, thank you for sharing this with me, but I have very high feelings, very intense feelings for the Islander.
I love hearing you gush about this weapon, Bodo. I love listening to this because, like, I feel like I totally get it. Like, I've known you for a long time, and I totally get like why you would love that so much. Like,
thanks.
And now I kind of want to get you I want to get you an Islander replica now, like for your birthday or something.
Oh, that would be so fucking sweet. But like of genuine metal, of course.
Well, that might be a bit harder to do, but
oh, come on.
What about the headless horseman's axe thing?
Oh my god, that one was so fucking sick. I like that one as well. When I heard about that they were going to implement that it was implemented in the Halloween event, I spent all my free time trying to get this fucking weapon. And I think I remember it being actually quite hard, because what you had to do in order to craft it, first things first, was to get a certain piece of metal, and you would only get this metal by attacking the horseman with a melee weapon immediately before he dies, or maybe even finishing him off. And that, for me, was very hard to know the right moment for, because I always went in like, yeah, take this, and he just insta-killed me. That was hard. I remember this being quite hard to get, but I was so proud when I finally had it. Made me feel good.
It was all worth it. Although I respect that you got it legit though, Bodo, because I think my way of getting it, I think I actually went to an achievement server.
And you just unlocked it.
Yeah.
All right.
And they just give you the thing that you need when you get the achievement, so it's
yeah. I mean, that's okay. Whatever works for you, man. I just felt like I have to do this the right way. I want to be worthy of it, sort of, you know.
You earned it.
Yeah, I really did earn it.
But I was just thinking about this, Bodo. But you think the reason that, because the thing is, if you wanted to play a game and just have like a big sword and like cut heads off, there are a lot of other games besides TF2 that would let you do that.
Yeah.
But do you think it's because TF2 lets you be like unique in that sense? Like you can essentially be like the only person running around with the claymore. And like you're fighting people who don't necessarily know how to deal with that, and so that kind of makes you like a force of nature in a way. Like, look at me, like, you know, you don't know how to deal with me because it's not something you still see that often.
Yeah. I gotta say that wasn't necessarily what I had in mind back then, but I definitely did appreciate the fact that with all these different weapons going on, you would actually be a unique kind of character sometimes on the server. I mean, if you were out of luck, then you would have so many other Demonites going on. But still, the thing is, back then I had no idea what sort of game I would have to play in order to get this satisfaction from having the claymore and chopping off heads. I just didn't know any better. That's a fact. I was always looking for something to satisfy this need to scratch this certain itch, you know, but the best thing I had back then was TF2, and I went along with it. I think actually that weapon was did play a very important part in me spending 1,000 hours of my lifetime playing this game. If it wouldn't have been for the Islander, I probably wouldn't have played as much.
I see. So that could have been in like they could have had a weapon like that in like Chivalry or something, and I guess that would have been the same. Do you think? Or
I still would have been very intrigued. I still would have liked it. I don't know. It's very hard to describe. I just think this game had this certain appeal to me back then anyways, and that was just like the cherry on top of it. It was just perfect for me. It was the real deal.
I yeah, I do think TF2 was the best place for that though, just because like as we said, like because when you play Chivalry, you're often playing against people who, they know how to play, and everyone uses swords in that game, and so a lot of the time you're just getting murdered because everyone knows how to play,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Whereas
yeah,
in
that's true.
TF2, it's just I don't know. I just think that you can kind of you're never gonna be like outskilled by someone necessarily, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's
Like if
true.
you're fighting another demo man with the Islander, you're gonna be on equal footing. It's just about reflexes and everything.
That's
but yeah.
right. That's right.
Like maybe that wasn't like consciously why you liked playing that way, but I think it might have been a factor anyway. Like
Yeah,
just the fact
yeah.
that you
And you're probably right about that. I don't even deny it. That's true.
and also just like the simplicity of the mechanics as well. It's not
Yeah.
overly complicated. Like it's simple enough to be fun to use, and and there's great feedback as well when you like cut people's heads off and everything else.
Yeah, that's true. It hooked me. Just to be plain and simple, it hooked me. It was the perfect thing for me, and that's why I played it so much. I don't even know why we came to talk about that in the first place. Like, what made us talk about Demo Man?
Oh, we were talking about like games as like a waste of time, or like just like general addiction to games. And
yeah.
it's great. It's funny though how like conversations start off in one place and end up going somewhere different.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I feel you in that aspect.
I feel like we're being a lot chattier than we were in the past streams though. Like, I don't know if people will appreciate this or not, but
And even if they don't, I don't care. I do this because I want to do it, not because I want to entertain someone at the moment. I mean, if they like it, yes. If they don't, then that's too bad. Then they should find something else to entertain them. I'm doing this because I want to share this with you, man. That's my main intention.
oh, have we got all of the emblems
Yes,
now?
yes. I just
Wow.
realized I actually had all the combinations or the symbols necessary in order to get the medallions. So we can advance to the next stage
Okay.
area.
But I will give you one hint though, Bodo, and that's just that you definitely want the dongle before you
Dongle?
before you proceed too far.
Yeah, okay. There probably will be a point of no return then.
I just think that having it as soon as possible is gonna be the best thing, really.
Here's the thing, though. I don't know where to get it.
So we've got the box, haven't we? The jewel box.
Yes, but I don't
And
have
we
the
know
gem
where-
to fit in.
Well, we know that that's in the art room with the statue. In fact, since you've already picked it up before, Bodo, it's in the exact same place. Do you want me to just tell you where the arm is, or the thing that you need?
Well, I do see the art room. I do see the statue's left arm, but yeah, what I don't remember anymore is where the gem is.
It's in the library.
In the library.
The thing you need, to activate the statue is in the library. And since you haven't seen it yet, I think telling you is probably the best thing. Otherwise, you won't notice it.
Yeah, where is it then? Because the only thing I can see on the map, at least, is the jack.
Yeah, it's literally just in the doorway when you go in, on the table to the left.
Oh my god. Okay, well then for me it was pretty easy to miss.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Where's Mr. Axie? He's probably up here. Which I
Are
don't
you still
say I
enjoying
appreciate.
Mr. X though, Bodo? Like, as a presence in this game?
Yeah, it makes everything more threatening, and you really have to consider what you do. You're asking because you're worried that I won't enjoy it anymore because of Mr. X going about, didn't you?
A little bit. It's just
Yeah?
I don't want to interrupt you, Bodo.
No, go ahead. Whenever I
I've
say
done that
yeah,
enough.
that means after you.
Okay. Well, I'm still hearing people like complain about Mr. X, like, oh, why did they put him in the game? He ruins it. The game would be perfect without Mr. X.
Oh, really? Well,
And
it's a shame they feel that way because I can't share that feeling. I honestly can't.
I'm glad about that, especially since you seem to be getting kind of not frustrated, but like kind of a bit more stressed out this playthrough. And I
Well,
was worried that this
uh,
would be like the breaking point.
the thing is, I had that feeling before, but now that we've done a few things, achieved a few things, now that I finally found the detonator, that I got rid of a few items, I'm feeling better again. That was just the heat of
Okay.
the moment speaking, I think. I don't know, because when I was playing as Leon, I never had the feeling that the game was throwing too much at me. Like, okay, here's the map, now try to find out what you're supposed to do. I always had some sort of directive going on. But before I had my directive, like, okay, I probably need to find the medallions again, I was sort of lost. I was lost in the moment, sort of figuring out, okay, where do I have to go? I have so many items, I don't have any space. Huh? That was a little too much for me, to be honest. I was feeling like the game just threw me in and didn't help me whatsoever. And I don't know. I think that just really confused me a little bit. But now I don't feel that anymore. I'm feeling more
Um,
relaxed. We got things done. It's all fine.
yeah, I'm glad about that. But it's funny though because now we're at this point. I kind of feel like now that we've got all of the emblems, I feel like it hasn't actually taken that long. Like, do you know what I mean? Like the fact that we've kind of done this in like our first session, it kind of feels like it hasn't taken that long in hindsight. Like it hasn't been that hard for you to get through.
Oh, oh well, maybe I guess you could say that. I wouldn't put it that way. So
Okay.
just one quick thing. I need to find this thing real quick because I'm in a tight spot. There's Mr. X. There's zombies. Where the fuck
Okay,
is that
it's
thing?
literally by the door, Bodo, on that table.
Ah, which door? The one I came in?
Yeah, the one you came in.
Red book. Next.
Oh Jesus,
Salmon.
you're between a rock and a hard place right
Yeah.
now, Bodo.
That's right. Shaped like a book. It looks like it was being held. Okay, so I can put this into the hand and then something else happens. Whatever. Okay. At least I got that out of my system. Art room. It's on the same floor. Okay, that's good. Ah, there's a fucking zombie lady over there blocking my way. There's more zombies down there. Fuck me sideways. You bastards. Fuck off. Okay, fuck it. I'm just going to use this and shoot some fucking grenade up your asses.
Oh fuck you, Marvin.
Take that, bitches. Oh, well, looks like Mr. X doesn't mind anymore that he's on fire. For a second, I actually thought he was going a little bit faster than before.
Oh man, I really like how you juked that zombie then. Like, you just kind of dodged his,
Yeah.
his grab.
Think fast, chuckle nuts.
Because that's such a classic Resident Evil thing of like, you know, dodging out the way of the zombies and kind of mastering the movement controls.
I see.
I just think it's really cool that they've kept that in the remake. Like, you still have that level of like movement and everything.
Or see what you're getting at. Combine this with a book.
But I'm gonna give you okay, I'm really worried. I'm really worried about what okay, I'm just gonna let it happen.
Just let it happen. I need to make some bad experiences too. Hello. I'm not here. I'm not here.